Hi, welcome back to Centre Equestre La Luce and Live and Breathe Horses. So today I just wanted to share a beautiful story that I heard yesterday from John Jackson at Digital Experts Academy. And the reason that came back up for me today, I was talking to a friend, student of mine, and she was worried about making mistakes, about things going wrong, about not being good enough, not being perfect, you know, and I get that I struggle a lot with the same thing, as I think many of us do. And I always say, you know, it's important to deal with these things, because if we're just feeling negative about ourselves, the horse just experiences that negativity. And for the horse, that could be about him. So it's not it's not very healthy for our horses. And I think it's something we can always be working on, something we always know, you know, to embrace our imperfections. There's a lot of nice songs around about that as well. There's that Ed Sheeran one, and there's a lovely John Mayer one anyway. But yeah, it's something that I think can be illustrated in different ways, and sometimes it just makes a bit more sense that there's also good and beautiful things come out of our imperfections. And when it relates to our horses, when things don't go well and we don't feel good enough, that's often when we have the biggest learnings, you know, when things are difficult. So the story's about a woman in a village going to collect water, and she has two buckets, and one of the buckets is a new bucket and the other one is an old bucket, and it's got a few thin hairline cracks in it, so it's not a perfect bucket because it loses water. So every time she walks back up from the river, following the same path, one of the buckets loses about a third of the water on the way up. So one day she's on her way back down to the river, and the cracked bucket says to her, you know, I'm not a very good bucket because I leak water, and I'll understand if you want to replace me with a new bucket, because it's so much work going for the water. And she replied to the bucket, no, actually, you're perfect just how you are. You see along the path all these flowers that are growing. She said, I know you leak, and I know the water, and every day on the same path, the water that leaks out, I plant seeds, drop some seeds from flowers on the path. So from the broken bucket grew all these beautiful flowers in what is otherwise a dry desert place. So I just think it's such a lovely story. Like I say, we all know this and keep it in mind, but I thought that just illustrates it so beautifully, to embrace our imperfections and find the gifts in them. So thank you for being with us today, and we'll see you next time.